Today we are going to be reacting to oh, my bad, Tony Brienne TV, and she's going to be talking about the rise of humiliation, degrading content. Are we not embarrassed? I'm most likely she's definitely referring to the 20v1s, the fucking the popping balloon, are you attractive shit, like that type of stuff. And so I thought this was interesting because it just came across my thing for YouTube. So we're gonna see what this is about. Cause I definitely want to see what she has to say about this. Cause we really don't hear a lot about the other side of people who are embarrassed by the content. Because I mean, I wouldn't say I'm embarrassed by it, but I just don't feel. I don't understand why people like. There's obviously an audience for it, right? But I don't understand what people get out of watching it. I don't. Like I watched it earlier, but I'm doing it for the sole purpose of kind of entertainment, but reacting like showing my reaction to this bullshit. But even then, it's like kind of disingenuous because it's like it doesn't entertain me whatsoever. So I kind of want to hear what the other side has to say about this. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking thing. And I'm drinking my water today because I didn't drink my full gallon. I haven't done it tonight. And if I drink this, I usually like filled up. So if I drink this by the end of the stream, then maybe I'll give me a drink. Maybe I'll give you a drinky drink. I don't know. But let's see. Let's go ahead. See what you're talking about, Brianna.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Tony Brienne. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the
Called her by her
problematic
last name.
content
Goddamn.
portrayed by the Black community in media. So honestly, I have progressively tried to steer away from making content on the Black community because I feel like we constantly point out the negative attributes of the Black community in media, especially when it comes to Black commentary channels. We are constantly critiquing and speaking on Black creators, Black celebrities, so on and so forth. Just problems in the Black community in general. However, I got something to say because it is feeling like it is getting out of hand what is being portrayed in media by the Black
That
community
water
and
goddamn
what we're putting
busted.
out there and how we're representing ourselves. I just feel like it's put in such a negative light. So y'all know I had to pull out my tripod, get my camera, get the mic set up, and start discussing what is going on with the Black community. Like, are we not embarrassed? But before we go in on what is going on in media when it comes to Black people and what we put on media, let's start off with a little bit of positivity. So let's first start off with the quote of the day. In ties of Women's History Month, today's quote of the day is, "Today I celebrate the power and positivity of women around the world."
It's
Because who
Women's
runs
History
the
Month.
world? Today's verse of the day is Peter chapter 3 verse 15, and it reads, "But in your hearts honor Christ the Lord as holy, always being prepared to make a defense to anyone who asks you for a reason for the hope that is in you. Yet do it with gentleness and respect." And without further ado, let's get straight into today's video.
One of the better things that I decided to do in my adult
These
life was
motherfucking
to see a
ass, bro.
therapist.
I
If, like
swear.
me, you suffer in silence.
I feel bad for when I get big. Y'all gotta be fucking goddamn cursed with these motherfucking ass, bro.
Taking you in this moment. So, Black community and anyone else that's
So I'm
watching,
not
let's
paying no
gather.
fucking
We
fifty
need to
dollars for
gather
no fucking
together. We need to
YouTube
have a real serious
premium.
conversation. It's giving
I think
we
it's more
need an
like 60 something
intervention in
dollars.
general with what we are putting out there for other communities and other groups to look at us as. And I know people say over and over again, I don't care what other people think about me. I don't care what the white folks think. But child, it's looking like we need to start caring because Jesus, why are we putting all of this negativity out in the media? Just in general, I feel like recently there has been an influx of just ignorant, embarrassing, uneducated, I'm trying to think of another word, diabolical content that people, Black people, are putting out. Now, obviously, it doesn't matter what race you are, there is ignorant content out everywhere. I know that. We all know that. That's clear as day. However, we all know Black people already have a bunch of negative stereotypes stacked against us, and we don't need to add on to the list. However, a lot of people do not care as long.
One thing I can say about stereotypes, and I think you guys heard this, stereotypes, man, they are based on a little bit of motherfucking truth. I can't cap. And not all stereotypes are fucking bad. Look, I love me some chicken. Can't do fried because it fucks up my stomach. But my Papa's fried chicken bussin'. That don't fuck up my stomach. What else? I'm not good at basketball. That's not a negative like attribute. I'm not good. I'm all right at it, but I'm not good at basketball. But I could say I'm decently athletic, big, strong, big dick. Got that. What else? Oh yeah, credit score. But I can't even blame it on fucking me being black. That's just me being young. Uh, I don't have any kids, so I can't be a deadbeat dad. Yeah, what else? Sex scenes. I do like me some sex, but that's because I'm young. So what else? Yeah, and then I mean, there's some negative stereotypes about white people too. They don't season their food, which is somewhat true. I mean, yeah, majority of white people's houses I've been over don't really season their food. Um, I can't think of any other they I don't know any other they don't use they don't use washcloths. I mean, constantly asking white people, like, so do y'all use washcloths or not? Bro, I swear to God, it'd be funny as hell. Every single white person. It's funny. I asked my best friend. He's white. I ask him all the time. But I be forgetting, and he has his own crib. And I'd be like, bro, do white people use washcloths? I be forgetting his answer. Maybe I've just never. I have asked him. I gotta ask him again, cause I be forgetting.
Long as they're getting a quick buck for the negative content that is being put out there. And I just feel as if, me personally, this is my opinion. Once again, this is not fact, but it feels as if it is fact. The majority of black content that gets popularized, especially when it comes to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whichever, when it comes to the algorithm, is ignorant, diabolical, and every negative word content that is out. So in
She got a
today's
point.
video, I'm just going to run down a few things that I have seen recently that I see as diabolical and that I see as very negative and does not help with the pushing forward of the black community being elevated. So let's start off first with television.
And you know what? You know what else is kind of crazy too? Because I just thought about this. It's not just about. Because I wouldn't even say it's just black content per se, but it's content. I mean, it's created by black people, but it's majority of like black people who's like making themselves look either bad or making themselves just look like unsuitable, unsuitable for the rest of like society or from one race. Because here's the thing though, they don't represent all of the black people in the world because there's different types of black people. Okay, so I just got confirmation. He does use washcloths, and he just went off of me for assuming that he did. My bad, my bad. I didn't know. I ain't remember if I asked you or not. Oh god, that shit was hilarious. I swear to God, that shit was so funny. Oh man. Oh god. I forgot what I was about to say. That shit just caught me so off fucking guard. Yeah, but they don't that that content don't represent all black people though. That's one thing I can say. Oh goddamn, that shit was funny as hell. But it represents a little factor of black people, and even then, only some people consume that, and the people who consume that, they will generalize it to where all black people, they react like that. It's tricky.
Reality TV, scripted television, and even the news. So you guys know I did a whole video on why I find
Oh
the Zeus
shit.
network to be incredibly problematic. Now, I
Goddamn
did
was
not
funny.
want to do that video because, you don't want to burn any bridges. You never know if you're going to work with somebody in the future. And I see that Zeus is now pushing forth more scripted content and not as much negative content. But, sometimes we have to speak up when things just don't seem right. One of the most popular shows on Zeus currently is the show Baddies, and they have had several seasons since they reintroduced it. Baddies is a rendition of the show Bad Girls Club. However, it seems as if Baddies solely circles around just black women and all the negative stereotypes that circle around black women. At least with Bad Girls Club, we got white, we got black, we got Hispanic, but we got a little bit of everything. But what we see with Baddies, we see just mostly black women acting a quote unquote fool. Baddies once again portrays every negative stereotype that we see people think of black women as, and it highlights it.
Unpopular opinion that I didn't know was an unpopular opinion, but Baddies West, Baddies South, Bad Girls Club, all of it. If you want to get a peek into what's wrong with our community, look at that show. And they expose themselves every single time they get into an argument. But that's not just them. Everybody. If you get into an argument with somebody, they will show you exactly who the fuck they are. Every time they get into an argument, they're calling somebody fat or a hoe or whatever the case is. The show is not supposed to show us what sisterhood looks like. The show is just supposed to be entertaining, and that's what it is. That's all it is entertainment. It's not a good family show. It's not something where you can learn lessons from it. Literally just entertainment and nothing more.
Now, we all know Zeus Network is incredibly popular, and I'm sure the CEO, Lemuel Plummer, is seeing a profit from that, and also the founder of Baddies, Natalie Nunn. And they are thriving, putting negative content out that successfully and intentionally puts black people in a negative light. Now, it's not just Baddies, there are other shows as well on the Zeus Network that I do find to be incredibly problematic, and there are even more shows being cooked up that continues to put black people in such a bad light. You have shows.
But the thing is, like, this is my thing because I know about baddies because my sister be watching that shit, and I've never gotten any type of Urkling to watch that on my own, and I'm just questioning like, what do you gain from this? It's just these ratchet women who are just fighting for no reason, or just fighting over whose brand is better, fighting over some dick, or just fighting over who they think is who stole their eyelashes or some shit, right? But then I'm like, there's like multiple hundreds of thousands to millions of people that are watching this, and it's like people wouldn't put that out if people didn't watch it, if there wasn't a market for it. So really, I mean, who do you have to blame? It's weird. It's double edged. Or do you blame the people who are pushing it out? Because everybody knows that positivity does not fucking sell in the media. Negativity fucking sells in the media. So is it the people who's putting it out, exploiting their own kind, or is it the people who's consuming it and watching that negativity and actually adding to the people who are putting it out in their pockets?
Shows like Jocelyn's Cabaret, you have shows like One Mo Chance, and even the spinoff of Baddies, Bad Boys, constantly pushing out negative content that seems to be an agenda.
I really want to know
See, I ain't know nothing about those bad boys. My bad boys is with Martin Lawrence and motherfucking Will Smith. I don't know anything
is
about
the
that.
purpose of baddies. Like, legit, what's the purpose? Please, somebody tell me. Because other than making black women look like all we want to do is get our body done, drink, party, and fight each other, what is the purpose? What are y'all doing? Y'all ain't doing nothing for charity. Y'all ain't going on no podcast. Y'all ain't doing no interviews. All y'all doing is sitting in the house fighting each other and then going out the next day like nothing happened. What's the point? Why?
I feel as if they know what they're doing, and I'm almost certain they know what they're doing when it comes to pushing out this content. I mean, it's entertainment. People are going to want to watch it, but they know what they're doing, and I just don't think it's right to try to push forth with content only because you know you will gain a very beneficial profit from it. Money in general makes the world turn evil, and especially when it comes to turning down our values. It's not just Zeus Network that's pushing out content like this. You also have the network Now That's TV. And Now That's TV, one of the founders is actually a woman that was on Jocelyn's Cabaret. I see a lot of people saying, we're not going to watch Baddies anymore. We're going to go to Now That's TV because they're exploiting the black women on Baddies. But what do you think they're doing on Now That's TV? I honestly think Now That's TV is a bit worse than Baddies because it is strictly fighting. I have not personally watched Now That's TV. They have a bunch of shows. They have South Central Baddies, which is very similar to Baddies on Zeus, except it seems to be a lot more explicit and a lot more violent. They are constantly fighting on that show for absolutely no reason, from what I've heard. I've seen some clips on TikTok, but even TikTok can't even show it because they have to censor the amount of violence that is portrayed on that show. So they have several seasons of South Central baddies. They also have a show called The Zeus House, I believe, or is it The Zodiac House? The Academy, and then Baddies of Las Vegas. So a lot of the shows that they're putting out there, when they can make shows that are more positive, they're deciding to put on more violent shows.
Ain't nobody gonna watch that shit. People want to watch hoes fighting. They want to watch hoes fighting, whether over food. But let me find some. Actually, I don't even like fat people, so I can't even say fat bitches fighting over food. I hate fat hoes. But they gonna be fighting over everything. I swear to God. And I don't even know nothing about now is that TV. Even though it's for educational purposes, I think like that's one of the things. Like, damn, do I even want to talk about it to expose them to different shit? Because here's the thing: a lot of people are biased to where if they see some shit like this and they like the baddies or they like uh on God, on God, love you. Uh, but if they see shit like the baddies or they people talking about Zeus and shit like that, they ain't even gonna watch this video. Literally, the only people who are gonna watch this video are the people who actually agree with this shit being degrading, and people who just kind of just don't care about the content, but just want to see what they're talking about. Honestly,
And funny enough, there's another network called For Us By Us, which is completely hilarious because the content they put out is basically every negative stereotype that black people are portrayed as. They literally have one show called The Real Side Chicks of Los Angeles.
oh hell
And
no,
what
no! What the fuck? Oh my God! What the? I was just trying to. God damn it! What the fuck? I didn't even mean to do that.
Apologize for my actions. She told
Hold on, bruh.
making us look like a
That
bunch
shit just
of
made me the fucking
in
mad.
general, black
I'm
people
trying to go back to the
have one
motherfucking
show
side
called
chicks.
The Real Side Chicks of Los Angeles.
Hell no, bruh. I swear to God. And you know what's crazy? Because I was looking at regular TV, and they had this game show network, and they just making games about anything and everything. I was at my grandma's house, and I swear to God, the fucking the game where you just drop the ball and it lands and like you can get like different points. They made a whole game out of that, and people just answer questions, and there's like different dividers or different uh increments of money, and they can win like multiples of $1 million. And I'm just like, bruh, they literally making TV shows about anything and everything. They must have just ran out of ideas, or just making just retarded ass ideas, and they just like, you know what? People are gonna watch that. Let's go. Let's go ahead and do it. But the real side chicks in Los Angeles is fucking crazy. We went from Real Housewives to real side chicks. Love you too. Appreciate y'all for sliding through. They made motherfucking real side chicks of fucking Los Angeles. That is fucking wild. What the? Wow.
Angeles. And what do you know? There are a bunch of black women that are notably known as side chicks on that show talking about what it's like to be a side chick living in Los Angeles.
Welcome to Los Angeles, city of hopes and dreams, the city known for the Hollywood glamour and fame, home to many actresses and movie stars.
Oh my God. The
However,
plastic. I can just smell the
it is
plastic through the
also
goddamn.
home to some of the realest side chicks that you'll ever meet.
We are the real side chicks of Los Angeles.
We're all in situations with these men. They've been in jail.
Yeah.
Don't get me caught up with these females, bruh.
They know what's up.
Sometimes as a side chick, you get a little bit lost in where the main
The plastic on
objective
here is crazy.
Nothing.
More plastic than motherfucking Rumpke over here. And we don't
It's
even
just
know these dudes.
embarrassing. And I'm not saying that these shows are not entertaining. Once again, I did say I watched Baddies. I've watched Baddies before. I'm not afraid to admit it. I have watched Baddies. Honestly, the only reason why I watched Baddies is because I did the video, What's Wrong with Zeus Networks. I was not supporting Zeus at all at that point. And then in order for me to like accurately give my take,
You gotta
had to
watch it.
Baddies.
Yeah,
And
I get that. And you know what's crazy? Another thing is, man, because people aren't going over there to learn something, to watch it to learn. Because that's what I do. I generally, if I'm watching a video, I'll learn from it, or I'm just laughing at something just because it's genuinely funny. A lot of people go over there to watch it to laugh at the women. Literally, they're going there to laugh at ratchet hoes fight over nothing, and they're laughing at them. Like, you're making yourself look fucking stupid. You're like a fucking court jester. And that's what's degrading because, like, if people going over to laugh at nothing but black women, they can be like, some damn. They're gonna just assume that, damn, all black women? Do all black women act like that? Are all of them like that? Acting ratchet and stuff like that? What? This is the black women? Like, ha 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 ha. That's crazy. Then you see and it's funny you have to say, because I was about to say this, a regular black woman. This like, all right, well, you not as not as funny as ones I be seeing on the cabaret or baddies, or they just assume that you watch it just because the color of your skin and how you are. But and it's crazy though. I mean, I don't know the stats on it, but I'm pretty sure, I bet you it's mostly black women that watch this shit. I don't think I know one white person that knows about Zeus, unless they like hang around with a lot of black people. And I'm gonna be dead honest. I I feel like it's just that's what I think though. I'm not even sure.
Ended up getting locked in. However, I did not watch it from my own account, okay? So I did not support Zeus Network at the same time. But in general, I get it's entertaining. I get that it's good TV. Well, should I say quote unquote good TV? But is there any way we can find entertainment without completely making us look like a bunch of buffoons? In general, black people look crazy when they go on networks like this. And not only that, it really boxes you in when you go on shows like this. Whether you're 21 or 28, you're forever going to be known as the girl that was fighting on TV. So is this
Facts.
show really changing lives? Because
People
that's
don't understand
exactly
about
what
digital
Sadly
footprint.
None and Lemuel Plummer promoted as whenever they're talking about Zeus Network. And when people criticize Zeus Network, they're like, we're changing lives, we're giving all these girls gifts, they're getting all these major opportunities. But how long are these opportunities going to last? Because at one point you're going to get older, the money's going to dry up, and you're not going to be as popular. So what are these girls expected to fall back on? They're just going to be known as these negative stereotypes that are portrayed in media once again. So you're not helping these girls. You know that you're helping yourself by putting these girls on a TV screen.
But here's the thing though. This is one of the things that I'm not gonna allow her to do. She's not gonna take accountability away from these women. Because yes, that is all true, but those women have a choice on whether they want to embarrass themselves on TV. They they have a they have a choice on what light they want to expose themselves as. They have a choice on what they want to do with the money that they gain from where they're going. They have a choice on how they're gonna manage their money to where, say, the money runs out from that show. Okay, do I have something to fall back on? Like, was I managing my money right in order to make sure that, okay, I should have a good cushion, like I have a very good lifestyle, and I ain't really gotta do that stuff no more. Yeah, that's from the past, but I'm gonna keep that in the past. I'm gonna keep rolling. So we can't just take out the women's choice and how they chose to be perceived as, because that was on them on how they wanted to do it. Yes, they're trying to make a bag stuff like that, but they can't be taken away from accountability. They gotta take accountability for their actions as well and how they acted. Because just because you go on that platform don't mean you had to act like that. Let's be real. They already acted like that. They just have a camera in front of them. So even before that, they already acted like that. Let's be real.
Screen that you know is going to make them look bad.
But I'm gonna get on Lamel ass though, cause Lamel out here, with this damn Zeus network, bringing down the black community one show at a time.
Well, let's talk about
We gonna get on Lamel. We gonna get on your ass, Mr. Plummer.
Wait a minute.
A lot of
You know I'm still a bad girl, so you might want to be careful how my bars look.
A lot of people do feel that. They feel that Zeus is a low when it comes to our people, showing the fighting, showing the things that sometimes make our community look bad. What is your response to that?
We're telling real, authentic stories. We're giving out, opportunities to all sorts of folks. I don't look at it like I'm doing anything different than HBO. I don't know. I think for me, because I'm black owned.
Bro, you cannot. Okay, that's one thing I'm not gonna let you do either, goofball. You can't compare us to motherfucking HBO. HBO got fucking movies and shit like that. and the content they put on there is like scripted. It's all scripted. It's all fake, unless it's a biopic or something like that. You said that it's their reality, bruh. When people get behind a camera, it's fake. No one's their true, genuine self when they see a camera. Let's be for real. Even this is the act. This is how I am. I'm playing like a character. I mean, I act like this in real life, but not all the time. I act like this with my genuine friends. This is how I act. But not no, it's not reality because a lot of shit is scripted in fucking shows. A lot of shit is scripted when people be doing live streams. You just hear the fucking my list I have from my things. Yeah. So that's no. Don't ever compare yourself to HBO because that is not how it is.
We're young, we're new, we're hot. I think people are feeling away.
And another show on Zeus Network is Jocelyn's Cabaret. Jocelyn's Cabaret seems to be a bit more diverse when it comes to putting a bunch of women that are going to embarrass themselves on television. But Jocelyn's Cabaret is terrible. I feel as if, and I said this in my Zeus Network, the problem with the Zeus Network, or why I think the Zeus Network should be canceled or whatever. I think it would have been a really great idea to hear sex workers and their stories. The issue that I have with Jocelyn's Cabaret is the amount of degrading that is done by black women to other black women, constantly putting them down.
Wait, that was about sex workers?
Constantly making them feel as if they are nothing. That would have been a wonderful opportunity to highlight these women's lives and how they ended up to be where they are today. That could have been something that could have been informative and could also have taught young girls on how they could potentially avoid that lifestyle. And I say avoid that lifestyle because I've heard countless times by sex workers, current and past sex workers, that it's not what it's all cracked up to be, even though they make a lot of money from doing what they do. Well, in some cases, because a majority of time these women are not making as much money as what's being promoted when it comes to sex work. But that's a different video for a different day. Actually, I did a video on that. Y'all could check out my video on why I think the promotion of sex work is horrible. I'm going to put it on one of these sides, this or this side. Y'all know I always get confused. But there are so many black people that are coming out with these networks, coming out with these TV shows, whether it's on television or whether it's on social media. They're constantly coming out with these bright ideas to create their own business, and I think that is so commendable. But can we find other outlets? Like, what can we do to inspire the black community? Why does it always
You know,
have to be so negative?
Suki has a.
Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of back in I think it was the 1970s, 1980s when they came out with those black exploitation films. Nothing but straight black exploitation God, black exploitation films where they're just really going in on uh on just black people and their stereotypes stuff like that, but it was made by white people. And they had a problem and black people had a problem with that. But they was doing the same thing for the white people. But now it's like we're doing black exploitation on ourselves. That's what this reminds me of. I'm not even gonna cap.
Show coming out on the Tronics Network where she's executive producing
What's it called?
Here's the title: Little Coochies of Las Vegas.
That's crazy.
Little Coochies of Las Vegas.
That's
Desperate
crazy.
and hungry Palestinians are running out of options. We don't care about death.
I really enjoyed that show, Selling Tampa, that was on Netflix, and it was a bunch of black women that were in real estate. And we still
See, and that's crazy, bro. Because why am I just now hearing about that? I mean, granted, I don't watch Netflix because y'all keep going up with the motherfucking price, and also y'all motherfuckers backtrack when y'all said love is sharing a password with your Netflix password with your favorite person, and now y'all cracking down on that shit because I want to make more money. I don't fuck with Netflix, but that's besides the point. Why aren't they promoting this more on social media like TikTok and fucking Instagram and Twitter? Black women who are doing really good for themselves selling houses. Like I would love to see more stuff like that. They have their own business, have their own place. I'm sure they probably have a family, not embarrassing themselves. Like this is what this is what the little girls need to be watching and seeing. And so like, oh mommy, I want to do that, even if it ain't within the real estate thing. Like, oh wait, so I ain't gotta embarrass myself. I ain't gotta be like sexy red and popping my coochie, or I ain't gotta be like whoever and rapping and stuff. Like, this is who I would want my daughters looking up to.
A dosage of drama, but it was not as heinous as what we see when it comes to shows or
It's just
networks
friendly
like Zeus
competition, I'm
Network
assuming.
and Now That's TV. We were able to see black women that were successful, black women that dressed well, black women that were thriving without having to put down black women. There are different ways to entertain people without humiliating them and
Yeah.
without putting us all in such a negative light. And even with Selling Tampa, there were some things that I would say were negative when it came to the way they portrayed the women on Selling Tampa versus the women that were portrayed on Selling Sunset. And if you guys don't know, Selling Sunset is the more popular show. Selling Tampa got canceled after one season, and
What?
Selling Sunset had a mainly white cast. And they didn't highlight the drama as much. I think they now do, but in the beginning, they did not as much as they did with the black women. But still, in the day, we saw black women in a much more positive light than what we
Yeah.
see when it comes
One thing
to
that I love about black women, I'll tell my best friend
on
this.
Selling Sunset. And if you guys don't know,
Hold on.
Selling Sunset is the more popular show. Selling Tampa got canceled after one season, and Selling Sunset had a mainly white cast. And they didn't highlight the drama as much. I think they now do, but in the beginning, they did not as much as they did with the black women. But still, in the day, we saw black women in a
I love how beautiful black women's skin are, and there's different shades of it too. Like, look at this. Like, look, light, light, a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, kind of light, but a little bit dark, then dark, dark. Like, bro, that's one of the things I love about black women. The different shades of melanin. Like, that's what I love about black people, but black women in particular. Because, Jesus, I just love looking at this. Man.
much more positive light than what
And it's like, these women don't even, I mean, yes, they do make me horny, but these women are, I don't see them as like a sexual object when I look at this picture. I see them as wife material. Or this is like one of my moms. Like, I don't even see any, I don't feel like, my mind doesn't go to disrespecting them by thinking that they're a sexual object. But the shit on Zeus, it's either, okay, they're a sexual object because they popping their pussies, or, oh, they ratchet, they just want to fight all the time, they're just aggressive. Like,
we see when it comes to Now That's TV and Zeus Network. Now, y'all, we have to get into social media and what we are now seeing. There has clearly been a rise in the type of content that has been put out by black people on social media recently. There definitely was a hiatus in terms of ignorant black content, in my opinion. Y'all know in like what, 2016, 2017, 2018, that was like the rise of the couple channels. And we had some notable couple channels. You had Queen Naija, what was it, Chris and Queen? It's so sad everybody forgets Chris now, but Chris and Queen. We had D&B Nation, which is Damien and Bianca. We just had a lot of couple creators that were coming out with content. And at that time, they were coming out with a lot of ignorant content. It was just pranks, very sexualized content. I saw that quite a bit. Let's
yeah, I
make a
remember that
baby
shit.
prank, leading on my best friend. Just a lot of content that wasn't productive.
I swear, I swear, I wasn't watching that shit, but I remember all that shit coming out. I'm just like, and this is when I like did not understand why people would watch this shit, and also I would bash people who would watch fucking streamers. I'm like, what the fuck do y'all get from watching another motherfucker play the game? I don't get that. And what do y'all get from watching these couple channels? Also, I was kind of mad because I didn't have a girl, but fuck that. I don't even care about that. Why the fuck? I'm like, what's so entertaining about this? But you know what's crazy? The turn, like the turn it took from the couple channels to now like men and women like can't stand being in a room with each other, or they're just shitting on each other, and it's like, yep, no relationships, like we outside, I'm a hoe. Women, all right, I'm outside, I'm a hoe. Fuck that. Fuck relationship shit. Get a bag. I want a toxic nigga, and then the men is like, man, fuck these hoes. I'm outside, or I can't find a good woman, or like I can't find a good man, or you know, oh, I want a nigga that'll spin a bag on the one. I want a man to be a trick. Like all this, this is crazy. The 180 it took. That's so wild.
In the betterment of the black community. And then we also had public interviews. And y'all, public interviews piss me off to this day. You know what's so annoying? Remember that there was a time when you couldn't even go to the mall without somebody coming up to you saying, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" with
Nope.
a
Never
phone
had
or a
that.
camera in your face and a
Nope.
microphone.
Never had that.
Child, I'm glad that has slowed down a bit, but it seems to be making a comeback. But they would ask you the most ignorant questions. Like, I can understand a public interview if it was something that was helping us as a society, but the questions they would ask were like very inappropriate and honestly insulting in some cases. They would come up to people asking them their body count. They would come up to people asking them, "Hey, would you sleep with me?" They would come up to people and say how much of a freak you are. So many questions that just overtly sexualize predominantly black women. And we just sat there.
See, that's one of the things where I can't agree with as well because I saw more like white. I saw a whole lot more like white Hispanic women like dancing that shit. There were a decent amount of black women who were on there, but I saw more like predominantly white and Hispanic women. I'm not even gonna cap.
And women just sat there and smiled in the camera.
But I think it also depends on your timeline as well, and the algorithm on either like where you're at and stuff like that, and like who you like look at as well.
I just don't understand why, but maybe it was just the attention. It was a dark time for us as a black community. But it's making a comeback.
What would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
For me personally,
Look, she's white.
7.
7?
White or Hispanic.
You gonna leave me hanging? A 7? Okay. Can you do a 360 real quick?
So like she's not black. She's
I
like
would give
white
you
or Hispanic.
like a solid 6.5.
You only said it because she gave you a fucking 7. Goofy.
I'm just being.
You only said it, yeah.
I'm Mel. What's up?
Mel. All right, Mel. So today's question.
I don't know
Mel,
what she is.
If you had to rate,
She don't look
your
black.
arch
She look
game,
like
Mel, your arch game from 1 through 10.
She's like
your
like
arch game, like
a
your arch
Pacific
game.
Islander.
Yeah, from 1 through 10, Mel. What is that number?
Who I'm here with?
Big Cam.
Question of the day is, what's the freakiest thing you did?
Put my dick in.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Fucking doing this shit in high school is fucking wild. I swear to God. I mean, here's the thing. Because when I was in high school, yes, I had a Twitter. I had a Snapchat. I had that shit when I was in 8th grade. But I didn't post shit on there. I didn't post shit like this. Mainly because it wasn't popping. But even if it was popping, I didn't indulge in that. I wouldn't care. I thought that shit was cringe. They got motherfucking TikToks. Oh, yeah, I had mine too. They got motherfucking TikToks of high schoolers talking about the freakiest thing they've done. Like, see, this is exactly why I'm like my kid, when I do have kids, and not until I'm fucking 35 at least, when I do have my kids, they are not getting a phone. It'll probably be in high school when they get a phone. But I'm definitely going to be teaching them, like, bruh, a digital footprint is a real thing. Don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing because eventually that'll come back and bite you in the ass. Because it'll take millions of dollars for you to get that digital footprint off your thing. And that'll affect your jobs and everything. I'm like, bruh, my kids will not. My kids won't be getting a phone till will not be getting raised by fucking social media. They won't be getting raised by technology. They're gonna be learning about the good old outdoors. How I learned about it. See, I was blessed because I was middle. Yes, I had technology, but I was also raised outdoors to where like I enjoy being outside. And I know when I'm not totally fucking focused on technology, like damn, I need to be on my phone. No, will I be on my phone sometimes? Yes. Will I overuse it sometimes? Yes. But when I'm getting tired of it and I can't do it no more, if I'm tired of technology, I will gladly put my phone down, be outside, enjoy nature, listen to the birds chirping, just enjoy my environment. Which these kids are growing up, they aren't doing these days because they're being raised by technology. My kids, no thank you.
What happened was, motherfuckers chilling, whatever. She said she on what I'm on. I'm like, shit. If you know what I'm on, I'm trying to woo up. So she like, all right.
Like, bro,
so
I can't even understand. This
like,
nigga
shit,
sound
come
fucking
on.
retarded. This nigga sound fucking remedial. I do not understand what the fuck he's saying. I came with a bang about, and I went up and let the gals. You said what the fuck is you saying, dog?
I put it in. I'm going crazy at first. So then
Did it stink?
No, I ain't stank. So I don't know where it was just like I just thought like shit.
I don't even think I should be watching this, bro.
All right, so how many bodies you got?
How many bodies I got? See, you asking too many questions now.
It's not how many bodies you got.
Too many questions.
Just answer.
I can't
On the
answer.
G folks, niggas ain't never played with me, folks.
How many bodies you got? Oh, y'all favorite. Y'all
I
favorite.
apologize. She told me to say that. She told me to
Oh
say
God,
that.
I did it. Come here with.
T.Y.
What's y'all plans after prom night?
Was I'm fucking any bitch walking in that motherfucker.
Any bitch walking?
Any bitch drunk, me on my life.
That's not. That's
Any drunk bitch. The drunk house going.
lock his ass up.
She told
The
me to
drunk
say that.
hoes be going.
And you know it's crazy how I said earlier that people be acting for the camera, but they don't be like that in fucking real life. That's a prime example because I highly doubt he did any of that shit.
I apologize for my actions. She told me to say that.
Bro, on God, I did it. Stop lying.
Oh my life.
And we all know a lot of the pranks and stuff that was put out, and even the public interviews, a lot of them were fake. And people were doing it because it got a lot of views and got them a lot of attention. But it definitely took a slow down because I think people started realizing that a lot of the pranks were fake. And a lot of people just grew up. Most of the people that watched those pranks were probably 12, 13, and they're now 18, 19 or older. So we were not seeing it as much, but now we are seeing very interesting videos come out.
Well, I'm here. What were your other two wishes?
He's so lost.
I watched the videos. Don't get me wrong. I don't watch them anymore. At first, I was like, okay, this is interesting. But y'all, the amount of people, women that get on certain videos proudly, get dressed up, get ready to be on these videos that are degrading them knowingly is appalling. Let's get into some of these trending videos on social media.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of these women have careers, day jobs. Like they don't even be on. They usually don't have like a social media. Or they'll say they don't have a social media, but they have probably like a little bit a decent amount of following and stuff like that. But you'd expect them to, by the way they talking, to be on OnlyFans. I'm sure some of them are, but most of them aren't. But they have careers. Like this shit won't come back to the person who's above you. A lot of people don't understand that if you have a career and you're working for somebody, you represent that company. It's not just you. So if they see that shit, and especially if they like a multi-million billion-dollar company, if they see that shit and that's you, they'll without hesitation, you put our company at risk. You're fired. Then what are you gonna do? Sit there looking stupid. Go back to a day job, something like that. And then also, that'll keep you from getting hired at certain places, like prestigious places or places that pay a high salary. That too. They don't understand. For the 15 minutes of fame and clout, that could fuck your whole life up.
That we have been seeing recently. So the most popular one that I have seen is 20 women versus one rapper. And there are particular creators that have been pushing this content out more.
Yeah.
And I have seen that from these creators, other content creators have gotten inspired due to the content getting so popular. So if you guys have not seen the video I'm speaking on, it's basically a very popular rapper, not even very popular, because I haven't seen very popular rappers on this. But you know, rappers that you may know of that have a little following on social media, them going
First
up
time I heard
and
of Huncho, the
basically
only
smashing our past.
when somebody said Huncho, I automatically thought it was Quavo, because Quavo called himself Huncho. That's the only person I thought of. But then I was like, wait, there's an actual rapper named Huncho? But that nigga, he's dating Keisha Cole now, which is crazy. I grew up on her. I love Keisha Cole. I can't even cap.
20 women,
For
20
like
or more
22,
women that willingly come on.
and she like 40 something. I'm like, damn. If he could do it, that means I got a chance with fucking Nia Long then. Hopefully.
To get
I love you, Nia.
smashed or passed. I thought at first this was entertaining, but after a while, I was like, you know, why as a woman would you want to go and get raided by men? Basically, it's like cattle. You're lined up for a man to smash or pass you. There's similar content like that as well, where there's like a line of women and a line of men, mostly black people, once again. Some women being as old as 30, going up there, and some men, I'm sure, being almost as old as 30, getting up there and smashing or passing everyone, like smash, pass, and telling women to give me a 360. Y'all, the 360s, because that also was in the public interviews. Men asking these women, can I get a 360? And these women really twirl around and give the men a 360.
What?
I'm Riley.
Riley. How you doing, Riley?
I'm good.
Where you from?
I'm from Kentucky.
Okay. Riley. I f with you, though. I f with you, Riley. What you were saying? Spin around, turn around. He wants you to spin around. Turn around again. One more time.
Tight shit.
One more time.
When you die, you go to another life. Maybe heaven, maybe purgatory, maybe hell.
Where is the
And you know what's crazy? When these like the public interviews first started, and dudes would ask if they could get a 360, girls would be like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." And now they're more willing to do that, or they come back, they'll come, just do it without you asking. They start, bruh. Looking, Rick Ross's baby mama, she was doing it. She was on fucking Instagram Live making a clap. Her son had to come down and check her, like, "Hey man, what the fuck you doing, bruh? The hell you better stop that." I'm like, bruh, you a mom, you still acting like you a thought. Oh God.
shame? I'm just constantly shocked with the things that people do in order for clout. And I know people are going up because, hey, like I get to put my Instagram up, or hey, I get to promote my YouTube channel, or I get to promote my TikTok. I get it, but I don't. I think there's other ways to promote it without being in videos that are so degrading to you and who you are as a person.
We have to stop this 20 girls versus one rapper TikTok YouTube videos, like for real. First of all, y'all come in with the same outfit and y'all literally are getting holed by a rapper, literally.
Okay,
It's
her
so
edit is
embarrassing
late.
to watch, and it's so cringe. Like, oh my gosh. And then on top of that, y'all dressing up like this thinking y'all finna seduce him. Whole time, they be liking the complete opposite. It's just that you seeing their music videos and seeing their lifestyle on Instagram, and you think that's what they like. Whole time, they looking at you, come up to them like, ugh, next. Like, it is so embarrassing.
I'm gonna be honest. I remember there used to be this word called embarrassment. People used to hate being embarrassment, but it sounds like, or it seems like, a lot of y'all just want to create entertainment for people and have no problem embarrassing yourselves for it. Now check this out. This isn't.
Offset said you will do anything for fucking clout. When it comes to fucking the views, money, attention, the same thing as views, but motherfuckers don't care. They don't care.
Just on the girls where it would be 20 girls and one dude. Guess what? It's the one girl and 20 dudes too. Y'all got yourselves, y'all dare to cover y'all faces and don't have a shirt on just for a girl to judge you. What are we talking about right now? Fellas, where's your dignity at? Ladies, I'm sorry to say it, but I see why she be having so many great deals, because y'all love to buy for them. I don't know what it is.
And they used to be
but
on
I
Fashion
just hope
Nova.
all of this, to be honest, I wouldn't even be mad about TikTok at this point. I hope all of this just changes in 2024, because the way it's going now, it's not looking too good.
We wouldn't have had this problem with Vine. We would not have had this problem with Vine, I swear to God. There was nothing but funny shit on Vine. Funny shit, educational shit. I don't think I ever saw anything that had to do with fucking women sexualizing themselves, unless it was like for a skit, but that was like rare. And it was a funny skit. Like,
good.
I actually got
like
invited
Twitter
to do a
wasn't even
video
that
of
bad when I was
sort
younger.
once, and I was embarrassed and I was insulted that somebody thought that I would be in a video like that. And this is not to put down. You know what? I was gonna say it's not to put down women, but I think it's okay to sometimes put down people. As women, you guys are beautiful, and even if you don't think you are beautiful and you think you need that male validation for a rapper that will never be with you, most likely, to tell you that you're attractive or not, trust you don't need that. There are so many other ways to promote self-love. There are so many other ways to figure out that you're beautiful without you having to line up to a man like you're at an auction. Our ancestors fought for things like this. We're not at a slavery auction. There's so many better things to do than standing in a white room and lining up for a C-list rapper.
Yeah, why it gotta be a white room? Why can't it just be a black room or something? I've seen nothing but white rooms. That's being room racist right there. I need to see a black room. I need to see a brown room, blue room, and we ain't talking no crip. I need to see a red room. I ain't talking no blood. We don't affiliate with gangs over here. Why do I only see white rooms? Got to get together, people.
And I've also seen that a lot of these rappers or singers, because I've seen Jacquees in one video, they're tooting their own horns and they're
I haven't heard a motherfucking hit from Jacquees since BED. E E E.
Women. I mean,
Nigga
to
doing
be
20
honestly
v
blunt with
1.
them, if I had a bunch of men line up for me, I guess it's giving the Bachelorette vibes. I'd have a time. Bachelorette, obviously, in the Bachelor, it's a different aura. Okay, I don't think I would do a show like that. Y'all, don't pull this clip out if I end up on the Bachelor. Okay, do not do that. With the Bachelor, we know it's different than being on a YouTube video smashing or passing with rappers. We know it's a whole different scenario.
Yep.
But we cannot be surprised when
Because they
these
actually
men
looking for
literally
motherfucking
feel
love, even though it don't work out.
so
At least
gassed
I don't know.
up
I'll be
and
watching
feel
that
as if
shit.
they're the man and they can say whatever they want to you guys because you guys are putting yourself on a lower level by lining up and hoping he'll take you home. And the craziest thing is these rappers, they always look and sound bored. They always feel like they're uninterested in any of the women. And then
They just there because they got paid to do it. There's more exposure for them because they not that hot. They just got paid to do it, so they have to be there. And honestly, this is one of the things I realized as well. Like, real, like, genuinely, like, working women, they're not on that shit, unless they're in fucking Miami, obviously. But real, like, actual hardworking women, they not on those videos. You know why? Because they actually put in that work for their own content or at their actual career or job, and they have a life outside of social media to where they're with their husband or with their boyfriend. They're creating a great stable household environment. They're about to have kids. They're enjoying their real life. That's really what I've learned.
we also see them at the end like saying, "Oh, I want all y'all," and the girls like, "Oh, I'll go home with you, baby."
Pick who you want to leave with. Who I want to leave with? Yeah. So this the plan. I want to leave with all y'all, but all y'all got to be with it. Ain't with it, go home, because we all finna slide. We trying to see who with it. Y'all coming with him?
Let's go.
All right, so my 4 ladies, and Jacquees, she left with 4 ladies. A good choice.
Like, women, where's the self-respect? Oh my god, it just pisses me off. I know that black women, like, y'all, we could just do so much better. The constant rushing to want to be in the spaces of rappers, I don't understand. And I'm watching these videos, y'all, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but a lot of these rappers that end up in these videos, why do y'all want to date them?
Yeah. You won't see fucking Chris Brown in that shit. You won't see Mario doing that shit. You won't see Lil Wayne doing it. You won't see who's the fucking top rapper. You won't see. You saw Quavo because Quavo he's alright, but you won't see Drake doing that shit. You won't see 21 Savage doing that shit. Who else? You won't see Charles Gambino doing that shit. You won't see Tyler the Creator doing that shit. But Tyler the Creator, he's like, you won't see Earl Sweatshirt doing that shit. You won't see bruh. Won't see Lil Yachty doing that shit. Like the top rappers, they not gonna do that because they don't need to do that. But these like lower tier rappers, they gonna do that. But also, I don't just blame the women. I blame the men as well. I'm holding everybody motherfucking accountable. Like you ain't even have to act like that. Like, I want all y'all because we about to see what's going on. I already know what he's gonna do. You gonna fill him up with alcohol, fill him up with fucking drugs, and fuck him. You ain't gonna take none of them serious. And also and here's the thing because he says it in his music as well. But that's how you grab the attention and shit like that.
We love their
He's
music,
playing to his brand.
but them as people, they don't really seem like interesting people and they don't seem very educated. So I just don't understand why in the world would you be standing there.
They're not interesting people. Yeah, they've done shit. They've flown around to different countries and shit like that and done concerts and shit like that. But what exactly have they done in the countries outside of drinking, doing drugs, and fucking hoes? Nothing. They ain't go out on any fucking excursions. didn't go to enjoy the scenery of where they were going. They didn't just go to have a good time and they could drink, but just have a good time with their boys and shit. Like they probably went to the club and shit like that, but not actually went outside and enjoy the actual like nature and just the environment of where they're at. And before that, before they got famous, they probably had nothing to show for it either. They probably was just either selling drugs or in a gang or doing whatever bullshit it was, and don't really have anything to where it'll entertain a woman and her mindset. I don't even want to say entertain, just spark interest in a woman and her mindset and stuff like that, and ask the real questions like, what's your favorite type of cereal? What's your favorite childhood movie? I'm putting you on game with these questions too. What are what's what's your favorite holiday and why? Like they don't have the reason. They don't have the finesse to ask that shit.
Or competing with other women to be chosen. Where's the prize? I don't understand that. Here's some clips from the videos that I was speaking on, the 20 women versus one rapper videos.
What's up?
Hello.
What
Look,
that is,
see?
a little BBL or something?
Quavo.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Let me see. Make it do something real quick. That's what's happening. Round of applause. That's it right there. You good. Let's do it. She good. What's up?
Hey,
If you saw me in public and wanted to talk, how would you get my attention?
I would just walk past and you gon' come
see.
to me.
Let me see. Let me see.
She ain't walking like that.
I like your confidence. You can kick it. Would you rather have a loyal broke man, or would you rather have a cheater with some paper?
A cheetah with some paper.
Uh,
A cheetah with some paper.
Oh my god.
She's acceptable.
I'm a therapist who goes to therapy.
Jesus
And
Christ.
some people think that's strange. The thing is, though, therapists are human beings just like you. If you've been.
Are we fucking the first night?
Hey,
Asking me that?
hey, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. I've been holding my motherfucking thing, so I'm gonna keep.
I gotta ask you some questions.
God damn.
Okay.
Stay mysterious.
I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real
Moving
quick.
on to a new kind of video that I've seen getting more popular, and it's called Pop the Balloon. So basically, the concept of this show is there's a bunch of people lined up once again. What I don't know why we're acting like we're at a slave auction all over again. Like this is giving self-hatred in my opinion. But regardless, you're lined up whether it's men or women, and then there's one person that walks in, and then everyone that is lined up is holding a balloon, and if you don't find interest in the person that's walking into the room, you pop your balloon.
Okay, hey, can we get you right here? Damn. Damn, he didn't even get to walk. Okay, we're good. Hey, hold on. What's your name?
Zay.
All right, Zay. How old are you?
26.
26? I ain't gonna lie. Let me ask why they pop their balloons. Let me ask.
Yeah, I want to know too.
Let me ask here. Why you pop your balloon?
Okay, so you just the height. No, I like tall. But your face, you're not ugly though. It's just the height. Okay, period. Confidence, key.
Okay.
I like your shoes too.
What about you? Why you pop it?
Just not my type.
It's not your type. Man, I ain't gonna lie. They being harsh on everybody so far. What about you?
No, the height's all right. I'm not picky about height as long as you're not like a foot shorter than me. That's a little bit crazy, but the fit's not bringing the energy. You didn't really walk in here with the confidence and the energy. If you did, it might have been a different story, and I'm gonna speak for all the ladies here. It might have been different.
And you know what's crazy?
Hey, hold on.
I didn't even think of it as a fucking slave auction. That is fucking wild. I never even thought about it like that. So
Hold on.
that's crazy thinking. I didn't even think about it like that. That's crazy.
I ain't even get to walk past. Let him just took 2 steps in this motherfucker, like, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know why they did that. You look good. Your cut look clean.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I wouldn't even compare it to a slave auction. I would compare it to a kind of like a day of judgment or some shit like that. We have like a line of people who's deciding your fate. That's what I compare it to. Cause the fate is you gonna go home by yourself or is you gonna go home with one of the women? That's what I see it as. I don't even see it as a slave auction.
That is crazy.
Oh, I'm
you only did
good.
2 steps.
About 2 steps. It's all good.
That's all right. Look, brother.
You don't know what they're missing out on. That's all.
Hey, talk your stuff.
You know what I'm saying? All right, look, hey, all right, ladies, hold on. All right, brother. Unfortunately, we couldn't find your match.
It's all cool.
It's a bit harsh in here. Look, they've been pop on everybody. I wouldn't even trip. But unfortunately, we didn't find your match. Thank you for stepping in. Sir, can you get your over there?
All right, sir, if we can have your name and how old you are.
My name is Joseph Smith. I'm 37.
And Joseph, what do you do?
I'm an Uber and Lyft driver full time.
Okay, all right. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I don't know. It's the knee, the right knee. It got something going on. I don't know what it is. I got eczema. And I use coconut oil. Yeah, zoom in on that.
Please.
And I just don't know why it's like that. So I seen it and I was like, she not gonna take my coconut oil regimen seriously.
Okay.
Everything else looked moisturized, you know, but I seen that and that was kind of a red flag.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only thing.
Just the knee.
Just the knee. Right one.
Damn.
And that's see, bitch ass niggas like you deserve to be single. I really do. It was nothing but her knee. Really? So she said pretty much everything right. You just her knee and you deserve to be single. You probably gay. I can't even cap. You probably homosexual. Because of what the actual fuck?
Hey, you just did me.
Once again.
And then why you out here disrespecting a beautiful black queen like that? Without her, because she didn't even do nothing. You could have just said, no, she wasn't for me. That's it. But you just disrespect her just because of her knee. Like, that wasn't even funny. That's not even cool, bro.
In the heck do you want to be in a video like that? Like, why are we constantly letting people, whether we're women, whether we're men, letting a bunch of people interrogate us, judge us, and tell us whether we're good enough or not? Like, I just don't understand that concept. And like I said, it is predominantly black people that are making this form of content, and it's predominantly black people that are in these videos. So I just don't understand the purpose of these videos. It just screams, pick me, choose me. Like, I don't understand. I also would love to know the recruiting process. Like, what is the process to get in these videos? Like, do people reach out to you personally? I mean, I told y'all, like, I was asked to be in one of these videos, not like the 20 women versus one rapper. It was like a smash or pass with a bunch of women and a bunch of men. Like, we're like standing across each other and we're like going down the line of the men, smash or pass, and the men come to the women's side and they smash or pass each of one of us. But I don't know if it's like they email you. I don't know if it's like agency that you're signed under that signed you up for these gigs, but I just don't see what the purpose is in being in these videos. And once again, it gives very much pick me, choose me, validate me, because I don't love myself when you go on videos like this. In general, the content that is put out by black
I think they're chosen by, you know how, like, back in the day, video vixens, how they be in every single video. Like, Tupac had a song called, what's the song called? Bro, what the fuck is the song called? Hold on, 'cause it's about to piss me off. All About You. The song's called All About You. And Trim was talking about how it was a video vixen, and he not saying he fell in love, but pretty much I guess he was like going with her or something like that. He was piping her, but then he saw her in like a fucking Snoop Dogg video, Nate Dogg video, Warren G video. Same girl. And I feel like it's like that, and this still happens today, bruh. With all the rappers, they be fucking on the same girls. They literally be fucking on. It's literally just a little. It's a cesspit. I think that's what they do. I think everybody just be in the same videos, or it's friends, it's their friends, or their friends of friends and shit like that. That's how they get chosen. And also through Instagram and shit like that. Like, that's how. Because usually when they go, they bring their friends with them. Like, it's like a circle of this.
people is not the type of content that I feel should be portrayed in media. I think that we can find other outlets in order to promote more positivity in the Black community. We all understand and we all know that it can be fun to make these types of videos. I get it, I guess. But I just feel if we're going to do something similar of like a dating type series, like the content, it's kind of like dating, like the rapper's picking the woman they want or whatever, and you're popping the balloon or not popping your balloon for the person you want. But I feel like there's better ways to go about it, because in all these videos, it's like a how quickly can I degrade you and how fast I can degrade you. And these people are most likely doing it for free, or if not for free, for a quick little $100. Like, I just don't see the purpose in it.
I highly doubt
It's
they're getting
just
paid.
embarrassing. And now, also in ties to social media, we're going to be speaking about what we see in terms of these Instagram pages primarily putting out content. And I'm referencing The Shade Room, I'm referencing Justin LA Boy, I'm referencing Be Broke, and what they are constantly pushing
I've
out
never
to
heard
a
of that's
predominantly Black
crazy.
audience. We can look at these pages and kind of giggle like, oh my God, this is so funny. Because a lot of the posts and the memes that they put out or the drama that's put out, it can be seen as funny. However, it's also seen as very problematic, and it is very problematic. We as a people need to realize what we put in the media and what we're laughing at, what we're retweeting, and what we're reposting. It kind of simulates into your brain and it becomes a part of your identity without you even realizing it. One thing I see a lot when it comes to like Justin LA Boy is him posting and making funny memes about getting cheated on, about cheating on somebody, about just infidelity in general. And you see everybody in the comments laughing or saying relatable things to the post. And with speaking about the alarming numbers of the amount of Black people that are unmarried and the amount of infidelity in general in today's generation, you don't think that there's like a tie and tie when it comes to promoting and pushing forth negativity that can be seen as jokes? Jokes turn into reality, and jokes are even reality for some people. And with us pushing that out, it's just not positive outlook for how we will see Black families and Black couples in the future. And another platform is like the Shade Room and even the page Spiritual Word. They try to promote Black positivity, like they'll post things that will come off as like, this is really positive, like this is great, like we're doing good. But then at the same time, they'll post people's children that they posted certain things because they know what the comments will look like. Like, come on. When you've been in the game for that long, especially pages like the Shade Room, you know what's going to garnish a certain amount of attention, whether it's negative, mostly negative because they want negative, or if it's positive. You know what's going to generate a certain amount of comments. So they know what they're doing. It's very intentional. And I just think that in general, all of these pages just push negativity. And I am just praying and hoping that we have more positive outlets and positive content that is put out. I'm not here to toot my own horn or anything of that sort, but commentary channels. I love commentary channels because I do feel as if they talk about very important topics. One reason I told you guys why I didn't care to just do Black content was because there's already a lot of negative portrayals in the Black community, and we have enough commentary channels that highlight that. And I'm glad they are, because they're highlighting an issue that we all can look at. But in general, I really enjoy commentary channels because they do highlight the problems that we speak on in the Black community. And I do believe that they're doing it with good intentions. It's to highlight the problems and highlight those issues. But we don't have to just do that. Hence why I said I don't just do Black content. I don't just talk about things that are problematic in the Black community. I talk about other things, because it's not just Black people that are going through a bunch of dark things. Like, all the other communities have other problems going on as well. But there's not just commentary. We need Black educational creators. We can use creators that like to garden. We can use creators that love to cook. Like, can we diversify the content that we even digest? Because we're the viewers. We have the control. Of course, the algorithm does as well. We all know TikTok and YouTube allegedly doesn't push Black creators as much as they do non-Black creators. We have power in numbers, so we should be able to watch those things and enjoy that form of content as well. I just look forward to the day.
And man, it's not even about them pushing it. You already know they're not gonna fucking push it. So go out of your way and fucking find it. Don't just be lazy and, oh, it's the first thing on my timeline, I'm just gonna watch it. No. Get out of your way and fucking watch it. Me, I like to watch, this is one of my uh this is one of the things I like to watch, where it's like, I just like to watch it. But I like to watch people cook. And I found somebody, his name was Cooking with AB. A black man, older black man. Reminds me of my papa when he be cooking. He has like 2 point some million followers, and I just randomly learned about him. And he He don't do no gangbang, don't do nothing. He just be cooking. He's cooked ribs. He's cooked mac and cheese. He's cooked pretty much anything and everything. And also he collabs with other black cooks and stuff like that as well. And they have their own brand. Like he's made his own cookbook. He has his own seasonings. And bruh, like there's people out there. I'm sure there's black gardeners out there. You just gotta go find it. It's not about them pushing it to us because once you search it up, once you search up what you're looking for, and you start looking at it, the algorithm knows about you and what you're gonna be watching, and so it's gonna start pumping those videos more to you. So don't even wait on that algorithm. It's you. You gotta go look it up.
When black people in general just come together and take a stance against the negative content that is constantly pushed towards us, there is a clear as day an agenda being put out. And that's even when it comes to the music we listen to, which I did a whole video on that if you guys want to take a listen to that. And what we digest in terms of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, television, what we enjoy, what our guilty pleasures are, they're going to use that as well. Now, it may not intentionally be a guilty pleasure of ours, it's just that it's what's pushed to us, but we
And that, and here's the thing too, because a lot of people don't understand. That's not a guilty pleasure. Looking at those things is not a guilty pleasure. A guilty pleasure is you liking something that you liking something that the majority wouldn't agree with you on liking. Like how you like. Now I'm not saying you love something. Something's just your favorite. It's your favorite movie, TV show, or music that you just think is the best, and nothing else can overdo it. And just the majority just doesn't agree with you. That's not a guilty pleasure. That's a vice. What she's talking about.
have to be more cognizant of what we are listening to, agreeing with, and consider to be guilty pleasures. All right, you guys, so
That's a
that is the
vice, not
end
a
of
guilty pleasure.
today's video. If you guys like this video, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Also, please let me know how you guys like this setup. Do you guys love it? Do you guys hate it? Let me know. I feel like I should have did like this the whole time, so y'all can see my little knockoff ponytail that I need to fix, because I know y'all can see the tracks in the back. If you look at the back of my head, the tracks are out, and we don't want that. That's not a good look. I want to know your thoughts on the negative portrayal of black people in media. Let's get that discussion going in the comments down below. And of course, if you guys want to be channel members, please be sure to click the link. The channel member link is down below as well. And last but certainly not least, just know the giveaway is coming up. I'm hoping in the next video or the video after that, I will be having a giveaway.
Man, that video was dope as hell. Beautiful black woman. I love the way she was dressed. Love her teeth. Love her nails. I already hit the like button. I'm about to go ahead and hit the subscribe button too, baby. Yes, ma'am. Because I want to see more content like this. And it's crazy because it just came up uh on my TL. But tomorrow I shall be back with this is a dope fucking stream, man. It was a very, very good stream. We needed this. But I like that, and I'm definitely gonna be reacting to more content like this because this is the type of content that I can actually have a genuinely like real conversation over. And yes, I can put some funny shit in there, but like this is a genuine good conversation that I can have and like I can add to. But yeah,